You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts J-Hove, Jeff, and Weezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. This is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am J-Ho.
It's your boy, Big Jeff.
Weezy in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
What's going on? What up? What up? What it do?
What's going on, fellas? How was the week?
Week was good.
Cool week.
Camera's always on, Jeff.
Always on, brother.
Solid week. Why I don't get no dab like that?
It's all good, man. Episode 281 of the Full Sport Press podcast. We're kicking off the 2019 NFL season with the top 7 series. First order of business, the quarterbacks and running backs.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
Better damn know it.
Better than believe it.
For sure. Best of the week. Jeff, what you got?
Got to see Russ in the Rockets jersey. Starting to be a believer right now. You know what I mean?
You jumping ship.
I mean, I'm with it. It look good in the Rockets jersey.
So you're no longer OKC fan. Let's
I
write
was
this up.
never an OKC fan. I was a Russell
Oh.
Westbrook fan. Like
I
Kobe Bryant.
don't know
fans
about
were-
that, Jay. Was he never a OKC fan?
Nah, he was a Russell Westbrook.
Kobe
fan.
Bryant fans were Kobe Bryant fans. Allen Iverson fans. I was a Russell Westbrook fan.
Okay. Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah, for sure. My best of the week, Dan Le Batard said on his television, his radio show, that 045 is being offensive and un-American as usual at one of his rallies. ESPN came out and said he will keep his job, but I respect Dan for voicing his disgust for 045 and his rally fans.
Yeah,
sure.
that rally
For
stuff.
sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dan Le Batard for that, man.
Yeah, most definitely.
My best of the week is football here, man. Football is here. Got a football game coming on Thursday. Hall of Fame game. I'm excited
Yeah.
because it's been a long summer.
Really, the first preseason game is this
Thursday.
next week?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
usually around by the
That's
first
what's up,
week in
man.
August they do that Hall of Fame game
Yeah.
and then pause it for a little bit. After
Atlanta
that.
Falcons, Julio Jones.
There we go. He'll play in
One
one
play.
series. Good
They're
reason.
going to throw it to him too that first series.
They better. Worst of the week, Weezy, right back to you.
First pick, man. Corey Coleman, man, out for the year.
I hate that, man.
I hate that, man. He was trying to bounce back. He's been
Yeah.
jumping from team to team. He would have been a good receiver for because they don't have nobody for the Giants.
Yeah.
Except him and Golden Tate.
And Golden suspended for the first 4 games because of performance enhancing drugs. So
And Sterling Shepard.
broke his hand,
Yeah.
thumb. Yeah.
So
What you got, Jeff?
They might need to call Kenny Britt.
Yeah, nah, Kenny Britt's the house.
Nah, that's crazy. Raw reunion, man, is probably my worst of the week. It was trash, waste of time, wasted 2.5 hours of my life watching that. They could have kept that whole idea to themselves. Gotta do better, WWE. Gotta do better.
It was down.
Yeah, it was rough.
I cut it on there. I didn't see anybody, and I was already out of there. So, that wasn't it. My worst of the week is Chief Keef. I don't know a lot about it, but allegedly he had his 10th kid by his 10th baby mom. So, keeping the
Keeping it going.
he's keeping it going.
Fertile.
Yeah,
Fertile. Very fertile.
Very fertile.
Bang,
Doesn't
bang.
believe in contraceptive at all. He's just
Yeah.
he's just out here.
Yeah, he literally
10.
just out here.
Yeah, for sure. He got a whole basketball team.
Literally.
He play a full court basketball
he
game.
can go 5 for 5.
Shirts and skins.
Yeah, nah.
Go shirts and
He
skins.
can go shirts and
That's
skins.
funny, Weezy.
That's funny.
Woo!
Hope he don't have any daughters, but for sure shirts and skins. Most of that.
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Google Play, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course, the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and Spike Lou and producer M Extra on the boards each and every Wednesday. This week's episode was the Mount Rushmore 2010 to 2019 episode.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to the guys over there, man, doing a good job with that show for sure. Fresh for Dummies, me and my dog Animal Brown, is a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. Catch our latest issue. Issue number 49 is up right now, directly for the culture. Follow the show IG page at Fresh for Dummies and simply search Fresh for Dummies on all your social media handles. Wear your kicks, cop responsibly. August 1st is the day. Got a big announcement coming up, man, for sure.
Jeff, I got the scoop.
You got the scoop.
Got the scoop, what is it?
I ain't.
Scoop.
No, don't worry about it.
You gonna tell me
I
tell me off camera?
Yeah, I got the scoop. You
My
hold
man.
that on. I got the scoop. Now.
Appreciate you.
I got the scoop, camera, man.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure it out. I've been watching the Instagram.
You don't give a shit about the scoop.
Yeah, I respect that.
The pictures been,
Yeah.
you haven't been saying much in the pictures.
I got the
Yeah.
scoop.
Countdown.
I got the
Countdown.
scoop. Sean Watch, hit me up.
It's the final countdown, for sure.
You can read up on your favorite FSP co-host. Wish I had the scoop. And purchase FSP merchandise and catch up on the past episodes from the shows we just mentioned and much, much more. How you do that, you ask Weezy? Just search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real. RMG.
Most definitely RMG. Jeff, you got 10 good wrestling seconds.
Yes, sir.
Let's start the clock.
All right, so I already talked about the Raw reunion, how that was a waste of time. But then to save the week, AEW announced that their weekly TV show on TNT will be on Wednesday nights starting October 2nd. And then to counteract that, WWE is tentatively announced that their NXT show on Wednesday nights will move from the WWE network to Fox Sports 1 to compete with AEW every week. So fun times for wrestling fans right now. Yeah.
More content, huh?
Yeah, more content. More available content if you don't have the WWE network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much is WWE network?
10 a month.
10 a month?
Yeah.
Not bad.
I'll get all the pay-per-views. You know what I mean?
For free?
Yeah.
After the fact?
In the 10 for the month. You get all your pay-per-views. You get the pay-per-view every month.
Yeah.
And you get $10 a month.
For real?
Yeah, not bad.
Dude, that's not bad.
And you get all the old joints too.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
In your house.
Like everything from back in the day. From the first one to now. Anything WCW, WWE, or ECW related.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
In case you missed it, Lorenzen Wright and the ex-wife of slain NBA player Lorenzen Wright, Sherra Wright, has agreed to a deal in which she pled guilty to facilitation to first-degree murder and received a 30-year prison sentence. Now, both Wright and Turner, her alleged co-conspirator, were charged with first-degree murder, among other charges, and she was facing up to 100 years behind bars. Judge Lee Coffey said Sherra Wright would be eligible for parole once she served 30% of her sentence, which would be right around 9 years. Now, outside of the court Thursday, Sherra's attorney told reporters that she had planned to argue that Lorenzen was violent and he beat her for years and she was pushed to the edge. However, Lorenzen's family members accused Sherra of offering the basketball player in hopes of collecting a $1 million life insurance policy.
Wow.
Which she famously blew through in less than 10 months. So nobody wins in this. I'm happy his mom gets closure with this, but 30% of a 30-year sentence makes sense. I mean, she didn't pull the trigger, but she definitely set it up. Yeah, so makes sense. It's crazy, man. I hate that for his kids. Yeah. He has 2 kids that are still playing basketball. 1 kid just finished, I think, at UT Martin. So it's tough, man. Shout out to his family, man. Continuing to pray for them.
Absolutely.
Most definitely. Tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
That the revolution will be podcasted. And before we get started, the first half, Weezy, do you have a yellow box of Cheerios award recipient for the listeners this week?
Yes, I do. The recipient this week is Cheyvette Valentine, ex-girlfriend of Scottie Pippen.
That's right. Yep. Cheyvette Valentine claims that she dated Scottie Pippen from 1987 to 1993. Valentine said that she was Pippen's first girlfriend when he moved to Chicago. Now, Valentine would travel to see Pippen when he played outside of Chicago, racking up thousands of dollars in expenses, including hotels, cars, gas, food, etc. And she claims Pippen promised to reimburse her, but he never did. She also claims that she was unaware that he was married and had a newborn baby. The cases of baby formula in Pippen's apartment apparently didn't tip Valentine off. Now, Pippen finally came clean about everything in 1988. On Valentine's Day, while they were having sex. Valentine is now suing for $999,000, the maximum amount that you can sue for a claim in small claims court.
Huh?
Yeah.
She just all of a sudden woke up wanting to sue one day?
Yeah. Yeah, she wants $9,000.
$9,000.
That's it. That's the most you can get.
What? She'll take
She gonna
take a buy to $1,500.
But there has to be a statute of limitations.
I mean, at some point, it's 88, right?
88, that's 31 years ago, man. Come on, Cheyvette.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You know, you want your money back, but you could have did this in 1992.
You can't still be hurt. Like,
she's still tight about that.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's 31 years.
We had a black president since then.
Man,
like,
a couple of them.
a couple of runs.
Yeah, a couple of runs. Yeah. A couple of runs.
Wow. Yeah.
Come on, Cheyvette. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Yeah.
Weezy, you going to get that out to her real soon?
Yeah, yellow box on the way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like 31 years, you still holding on to that?
Future made March Madness since then.
Man.
We gotta move on.
Future had sex with Scottie
That's
Pippen's
his
current wife.
All right, there y'all go.
That's true.
There y'all go.
Let's get started the first half.
The first half is underway.
First half, the hottest sports news of the past week. Like I do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am Jay Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
I'm Weezy. What it do?
Weezy, where can they find you at on social media, my brother?
FSP_Weezy on IG. No. FSP_Weezy on IG. And I'm at How Weezy on Twitter. Yeah. Damn.
He was going.
It bounced around. I mean, it ended up falling in pop. Yeah.
Ooh, God.
Yeah. I was gonna play that part. Yeah, I was saving the part. I was saving.
Where you at, Jay?
Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Sure. And I'm Jay Hove on Instagram and Twitter. Come to me at Twitter for a full conversation.
I think I'm gonna open the IG up, Paul.
Go for it, bro. Let me know how that works for you.
I think I'm gonna open
You should do the same.
Yeah. And that's FSP_cameraman. How you doing today, bro? Was it last week?
You said we here.
Sure?
You said we here. Okay. Where we at right there?
FSP_cameraman.
We right there.
Check you out. Right there. Okay, I see you.
Right there.
I see you.
Yeah.
Right
Shout
there.
out to you, dog.
Yeah.
How you doing, man? Oh, that was a thumbs up. Yeah, I forgot to get you in the intro. Let's kick off the first half, man.
Let's do it.
With the long-awaited sneaker deal. Zion Williamson, the most hype NBA rookie since LeBron James, has signed a multi-year endorsement deal with Jordan Brand. This is the highest value annually of any shoe deal since LeBron James. $75 million over 5. The last two number one overall picks, DeAndre Ayton, Markelle Fultz, reportedly have shoe contracts with an annual value of less than $2 million. Is this a good signing for Zion?
It's a great signing for Zion.
Yeah, for sure. He won.
Yeah,
He won for sure.
Jordan Brand won.
Jordan Brand won
Jordan
too.
Brand won.
Yeah.
They gotta get that shoe out ASAP though.
It's a bigger deal for them than it is for him.
I think so, for sure. You lose Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
He arrives at an ideal time for Jordan. They needed some new faces, Melo, CP, at the end of their career, BG, Westbrook on the decline soon. You have Andre Drummond, who's your young piece, with Zion, Tatum, and Kemba.
Yeah.
So that's a good start,
Yeah.
for sure. I like that. That's a good 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sources tell me
Mm-hmm.
that him busting out of that shoe on that Duke game on that big stage was the deciding factor.
Well, I think, and also Li Ning was offering $100 million
Yeah.
over 5.
I don't know if I could have turned it down.
So I would. If I'm good with 75, because he's gonna make up that $25 million off the court. I think so.
Yeah, he can. He's marketable.
For sure. He possesses all the traits that you need to push the Jordan brand further, and also himself. And he has CAA behind him.
Of course.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So,
But they need with $100 million though.
Li Ning with $100 million is crazy. Yeah. And here's the thing with Zion though, he has to make sure that he delivers on the court, and I think he will. Jordan Brand. The question is, will Jordan Brand have a sneaker for him game 1?
They have to.
They have to.
Like
They have to take it.
this is like, because you don't want the shine to come off of this.
Mhm.
Like, if let's just say he stumbles out the gate and doesn't perform well
Right.
the first couple of months, and
Yeah.
people stop caring.
Yeah. Oh, it happens.
Yeah, it can
Yeah.
happen. He could be like Trey Young and find his game second half of the season.
Or it could be a Markelle Fultz situation. Something happens, and you put all this money behind the kid, and now you are at a crossroad with a kid. So he has all of the ability to do though, man, with charm, things of that nature. I think they just need to figure out a way to find a shoe with top of the line innovation,
Yeah.
a cool factor
They
with
need
it.
They need some big time technology in this shoe.
Yeah, and I think they're working on that. I think they're working on
Whoever, they need to reach out to who designs LeBron stuff.
I don't know about that.
Dang. Okay.
No, I'm saying why would they mix that up with that?
Well, because LeBron is a big athlete. Like,
Right.
he's an explosive athlete, and athlete you haven't seen with that size and structure before.
Mhm.
He needs a shoe like that.
He does,
like
yeah.
the Zoom Soldier and the LeBron 9 on and up. Not bulky, but something sleek and something that you can play ball in from a kid that size.
Yeah, technically, it's something that can hold a
Yeah.
person with a bigger frame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's keep it in the NBA, guys. The NBA has begun an investigation. I can't believe it took so long into how teams handle free agency this summer, focusing on whether improper inducements were offered to players to circumvent the salary cap. In other words, they think they reached out a little bit early before the salary cap, even before free agency started. I think we all know this. What took so long?
Well, I think it happened when it was supposed to happen, but something has to change.
Yeah.
I think they can punish teams, fines, a loss of draft picks, even voiding some contracts.
Yeah.
But this is something that, how can you stop it though? Is the question.
Because this summer, like, reason why it was like you didn't even have to pay attention. It was just noticeable. Like,
Right.
free agency started, deals were announced within 5 minutes. Like, wait, like, hold on, that's not impossible. That's not possible.
And they tried to move it up 6 hours this year, and it was still before we knew that Thad Young had signed with the Bulls way before that. KD
Kyrie was announced like within 30 minutes. Real quick.
Yeah, it was already announced. Like, KD's going to announce this tonight.
Yeah. And I mean, it's something that's going to be very hard to prove unless they go to NBA teams and ask for phone records.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody's going to do that because there's going to be so much more in those phone records than collusion.
The real stuff. You know.
Oh man, no.
But
Sure.
my question is, how does that get out so quickly? But Kawhi can hold a pistol to the head and nobody knows nothing.
Yeah,
Nobody knows nothing.
yeah.
Uncle Dennis.
Yeah, I think a good suggested option that I saw was to move the start of free agency up to before the draft at the end of the playoffs, while the possibility of allowing teams to kind of discuss free agent deals with available players shortly after the NBA Finals being over. So I like that.
Okay, does that hurt the teams in the playoffs though? Like,
well,
go ahead.
But you like the finals?
I mean, like if you're still thinking about this season,
that's
like,
true too.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
does it kind of hurt you because you're not really focused on free agency coming up like that, and you still like if you're in the second, third round, you're hoping you can pull a chip out.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So there's just got to be a way to kind of figure out the best way to kind of stop this because in turn it's very obvious what's going on.
For sure.
Or just act like it's not a problem.
Or it could be, you can do that too. Let's move on to the NFL. And the Washington football running back Adrian Peterson is deep in debt and owes $9 million to multiple lenders. Peterson defaulted on a $5.2 million loan, money that he purposely used to pay off other debts. Now, the company claims that Peterson owes $6 million also after interest and legal fees. Peterson is the highest earning running back in NFL history, with a career haul of nearly 50% higher than his nearest competitor at the position, and he is set to surpass $100 million in earnings during the 2019 NFL season. What happened to AP's money?
Man, this story is
It's heartbreaking
because he defaulted on a loan because he took that loan out to pay other money back.
Yeah, man.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Man.
Yeah, that's exactly what's good. But he's been known to be living extravagant.
Really,
he missed a year because of
the situation with his child.
Yeah, for sure. But on his 30th birthday party, which has been sent down for very, very infamous things that were going on.
I think I remember. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Okay.
He flew 300 guests. First class to the party. Featured a rented camel, world-class belly dancers, all of which AP paid for. Why not reach out to somebody and say, hey, sponsor my 30th birthday party? That would have been a layup.
You think he Big Meech?
Yeah.
Got camels and stuff out there?
Yeah.
Somebody would have sponsored that. Just
He
to
think
have
he Meech, Luke?
everywhere or something like that.
My goodness.
Yeah, but in fact, if he just saved a modest 10% of his income by investing a little bit, he'd be right at $24 million saved up in the index fund if he would have did that. So his net worth would have jumped from $18 million to more than $24 million this year alone, thanks to the stock market rally. So even for AP, that would have been a lot of money to bounce back from. He wouldn't be in a situation like that, man. This is going to be, unfortunately, a sign of things that come with running backs, because I saw Leonard Fournette on Instagram with two Bentleys.
Yeah, same color.
Same. Come on,
next
man.
Martin Luther.
And he's a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That shelf life, man. And AP's an anomaly to be playing this long and still getting a check.
He's going to be playing until 45.
Yeah, well, he's going to try to.
He's going to try to.
Yeah.
He's going to have to file for bankruptcy. He's going to be in a tough spot, man. To be the highest paid running back in NFL history and to earn more than $100 million in contracts and to be in that much debt right in the middle or the end of your career.
Really, you losing.
Yeah.
You put your body through all that pain, all the records, and you ain't got no money. You losing at the end of the day.
I mean, I hate that phase.
Yeah, me too.
Man. Let's keep it up with guys that have been in debt before. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Versus Keith Thurman last Saturday.
Talking about shaking it.
He's bounced back. In Las Vegas last week at the MGM Grand, Pacquiao defeated Keith Thurman by a split decision. I still find it hard to believe you took the belt from the champ on a split decision, but that's just me.
Yeah.
To become the unified WBA Super World Welterweight Champion, the judges scored it 115-112 for Pacquiao. 2 judges scored it that way, with 1 judge having it 113-114 for Thurman. Money is on the line for the on the line for the fight against Errol Spence and Sean Porter.
Yeah.
For the winner of that, he gets that winner, and Keith Thurman probably should go ahead and retire.
Yeah. All right. So Manny has 3 logical options right now.
Yeah.
He's active. Yeah. He needs money.
Yep.
And he has to try to find a way to get Mayweather in the ring with him.
Okay.
So
please don't.
He has to think about fighting nobody. Yeah. Like just a trash can, or what do they call those?
Enhancement guys.
Yeah, right. Yeah. One of those guys.
Yeah.
Fight Errol Spence, and he'll get killed.
Yeah.
Or the third, which he wants, fight Mayweather and win and make a ton of money, man. Yeah.
How much will I get for getting enhancement? How much will I get?
Man, you got to fight a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta have some kind of.
You gotta have
he can't just pull fight you.
He can't pull you off the side.
Yeah, nobody's gonna pay for that.
Hypothetically speaking, let's say
about $100.
$100?
Yeah, you fairgrounds.
Jay, 100.
Fairgrounds stuff. Fairgrounds.
That's for sure.
Professional debut at the fairgrounds.
$100.
That's generous though.
Yeah, no, for sure. You might get 100.
Might.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't really see nobody really paying for that.
Yeah, for sure. But given how good Pacquiao.
That body shot was
it's crazy. Yeah. And with Mayweather's inactivity, I think it's a strong case that he should be the betting favorite to win part 2.
Yeah, but I don't think Mayweather's smart. I don't think Mayweather's dumb enough to fight him.
Yeah.
Because even still, he's been active.
Exactly.
He's been extremely active. And Mayweather hasn't fought since he fought Karate Kid. For 3 minutes.
Mayweather gonna be. Come on, Mayweather not gonna lose to Pacquiao.
Mayweather's not gonna fight him.
He's not gonna fight him. This is too dangerous of a fight for Mayweather at this point in his life. He just made a ton of money, like Jeff said, fighting the Karate Kid.
Literally.
Yeah,
I'm telling y'all right now, if he fights Pacquiao, it'll be Pacquiao. It won't go as well. Nope. I promise you.
I get it. Mayweather loves money, but he always wants to go with the easy money. He's done that his entire career. This would not be easy money fighting Manny Pacquiao in 2020. No way.
And the only reason why is because Mayweather has been inactive since he fought Pacquiao.
For sure. Since
he fought Pacquiao, he's fought Andre Berto, Conor McGregor, and the Karate Kid.
And the Karate Kid.
That's not.
And Pacquiao, he needs the money bad, just like AP need money. He gonna be fighting as long as AP running the football, but he needs this type of win, and I don't think Mayweather falls and stoops to that level to get it for him.
And real quick, when I say Keith Thurman needs to retire, not saying he doesn't have talent. It's just he's been on a long layoff since 2017. I don't think his heart's in boxing anymore.
Nah.
And for the talent that he has, is like
or had,
right, like he didn't. He should have won that fight.
He should have won that fight.
He should have won that fight.
That's what he was thinking too.
Yeah.
Before we start with halftime, let's talk some sports teams. Forbes put together a list of the most valuable 50 sports franchises across the world. The Dallas Cowboys are worth $5 billion and topped the list for the 4th straight year. The values taken into account include earnings before interest, taxes, and depreciation. Rounding out the top 5, the Yankees at $4.6 billion, Real Madrid at $4.2, FC Barcelona $4.02, and the New York Knicks at $4 billion. What does this list tell you?
As long as you got a fan base, man.
That's it.
I don't know too much about the soccer team. Yeah. I know that's more your bag.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a couple of winners in there. But
Barcelona's a winner.
No, Barcelona, yeah. But the Cowboys haven't won anything.
Shit.
Or the Knicks.
Knicks. I mean, in our lifetime.
Yeah, and the Yankees are just now rolling.
Yeah.
So
Yankees on fire. Yankees good for
Yankees
one.
on fire. Shout out to Coach Locke.
Yeah, they good for one every decade.
Oh yeah, at least for sure. They're gonna pay for a winner.
Yeah.
The Knicks can't pay for a winner.
That's what I'm saying. The Knicks haven't won anything in our lifetime.
And they still top 5.
Right.
So with Real Madrid, they just signed Eden, and Barcelona is trying to get Neymar, but they just got my guy Griezmann, who shout out to my boy Shane. He did blackface. Now I got man, come on, Griezmann.
That was your man.
That was Griezmann was my guy, man. He did blackface. It's a cultural thing, though. It's a thing, just over there, they don't really understand the significance of blackface.
You shoot them some bail for some blackface.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
He was a Harlem Globetrotter. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't understand.
It's a little confusing.
Yeah. It's just a cultural thing. I'm high Griezmann for that, though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shane, man. He put
I
me
don't
on.
shoot
Man.
no
I didn't know
bill.
that. But the NFL remains king as far as value is concerned, with 26 of the 32 teams approaching. They're all on the list. Yeah. The New York Yankees are among 7 MLB teams, and there are 7 NBA teams on the list, and there are no teams from the National Hockey League that appear.
That makes sense.
Each of the 50 teams are worth $2 billion.
So we can buy a hockey team and get them up.
Yeah, but you got to fight Manny Pacquiao a couple of times for us to get there, and it's gonna be
I can't
He gonna knock you into dementia.
I can't believe you said $100 now.
He gonna knock you into dementia, dog. $100 max.
First fight.
What about me and you then? Since you want
Man, listen, what I'm trying to tell you. It'll be the quickest fight you ever seen.
You
in
don't
your
want to
life.
see that.
Celebrity boxing.
Weezy, you ain't been in a fight in your life.
You don't know that.
You ain't been in a
You don't know that.
You ain't been in a fight in your life. And it'll
it's
be
a
some of
whole
the quickest work. Your chin ain't nothing.
It's a whole different
You're
story.
not-
You
your
get hit in
chin
the
ain't
mouth.
nothing.
What's that got to do
For
now? You won't touch my chin.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Your reach is trash.
Now,
I got
you always
6'6"
talk.
wingspan.
Oh, here you
I
go
got
with that shit.
6'6" wingspan.
Coach Locke, he talking about it like he's 6'8" again. Here we go.
6'6" wingspan. You guys ready to get started with halftime?
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime, the FSP Sports Trivia. We're bringing it back, man. During this segment, as you well know, if it's your first time listening, I'll give you an update. We test the sports knowledge of our esteemed panel, Weezy and Jeff. And these questions are all NFL related. There are 3 quarterback related and 3 running back related to go with episode 281 of the NFL Top 7.
All right.
Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
You ready?
I know what he's gonna ask. Quarterback, running back. So I can zoom in on that one.
You focus.
Yeah,
All right.
laser focus.
All right. Number 1. What quarterback has the most touchdown passes in the 1990s?
On my time. No.
Dan Marino.
Yeah. All right. It is Brett Favre. He had 235 touchdowns in the 90s. Young and Marino both had 200, and Elway had 180. Number 2. Which quarterback is the first to earn this trifecta? The Heisman Trophy, the number 1 overall draft pick, and Super Bowl MVP.
Pay.
This is
No, he
from
didn't.
somebody from 1970.
Yeah, Pay didn't get it.
Dead in water.
Starbat.
Solid.
Done.
Nah, I said Pay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was wrong. Okay,
Jim
Heisman.
Plunkett
Shout out to Jim.
won the Heisman in 70 for Stanford. He was drafted overall in 1971. Right.
Shout out to Jim Plunkett.
Shout out to Jim Plunkett. Number 3. Who was the first quarterback to start in 4 Super Bowls? The first.
Bradshaw.
Troy Aikman.
Roger Staubach.
Roger Staubach. God dog it. Same time.
Yeah,
Pretty
same
much
time, for
time.
sure.
Right.
Number 4. Who was the first running back in NFL history to score 30 touchdowns in a season, whether from air or ground?
I'm dead in the water.
No error? Or you just saying first one to do it?
It's an our era.
That's most fault.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
Oh, that was a
That's a good one. That was
good one. We should have known that one,
for
Jeff.
sure. Number 5. Yeah, it was LaDainian Tomlinson. Who was the first? Who was the only player in the 20th century to lead the NFL in rushing yardage 5 consecutive seasons? This is before our era.
Mm-hmm.
What team did he play for?
Can't do that.
He said, which player is the first to lead 5 consecutive seasons?
Yep.
What division did he play in?
Stop.
It says not in our era, so we wouldn't know.
Jim Brown.
What division did he play in?
You have a guess?
No.
Jim Brown.
Ah, shit.
Because he quit.
Yep.
He quit right when it comes to
Jim Brown led the league an incredible 8 of 9 years that he played.
And
That's
he quit-
nuts.
He quit right at that time. He done playing.
And last but not least, which running back was the first to run for over 200 yards in a Monday night football game?
Sean Alexander.
No.
Nah, that was he was a Sunday night dude.
It was in our era, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Johnson.
200 yards Monday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
I can see his face. I can't think his name.
No, you can't. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
see his
I
face.
see his
You lying.
jersey.
No, you don't. You lying.
That's not true. Bo Jackson rushed for 220 yards against the Seattle Seahawks. I had a tiebreaker, but Jeff wins.
We let the hood down, Jeff.
Yeah.
Just done got one up.
It's okay.
What was the bonus? Go ahead.
The bonus question. Okay. What 3 NFL teams has lost 4 Super Bowls each through 1996?
Vikings, Bills, and Cowboys.
Vikings, Bills, Broncos. And that is the FSP Sports Trivia. You guys ready to get started the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
The second half is underway.
Second half, the 2019 NFL Top 7 Series, quarterbacks and running backs. This is part 1. I am J Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
I'm Weezy. What it do?
Cameraman, here we are. The start of NFL training camps. You can smell football in the air. FSPs came together along with our pristine, awesome, important listeners. Thank you for everybody that submitted a list, even the very, very late ones. Shout out to you, Tonio. Extremely late. Who they perceive, as well as us, to be the top 7 quarterbacks and running backs going into the upcoming NFL season. Here is the criteria. This list is strictly related to their 2018-19 NFL stats and performance. That's 50%, cameraman. And the other 50% who has the best chance of maintaining their great play or having a great season in 2019-20.
Okay.
All right. Without further ado, here is the top 7 quarterbacks. We'll start with the quarterbacks for sure. Okay. The quarterback position is debatably, I think, one of the most important in all of team sports. You can win a championship in basketball without a great point guard or in baseball without a great catcher. But in football, I think you need a quarterback. It has to play well for your chance to have an NFL title unless you're Brad Johnson.
Or Nick Foles.
No, Nick Foles is solid. Way better than him. Or Trent Dilfer.
That's
Those
what
are
I'm
the
about to
two.
say.
Those are the two.
Trent Dilfer was solid.
Trent Dilfer was the first game manager to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, he just don't lose it for us.
Just don't fuck this up.
or that.
For sure. Just give out last year's rankings.
All right, so at number 7 we had Cam Newton, 6 Carson Wentz, 5 Matthew Stafford, 4 Drew Brees, 3 Russell Wilson, 2 Aaron Rodgers, 1 Tom effing Brady.
All right. So it's time to unveil the 2019-2020 list. Let's start off with our honorable mentions with Carson Wentz. In June, shout out to Twin. The Eagles gave Carson Wentz a $128 million contract extension. This is the thing about Wentz, and this is why I think he fell out of the list, is because he's been injured 2017 and 18. When he's on the field, he's great, but he can't stay on the field. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, no, that's it.
That's it. Nothing else to be said about him. You stay on the field, you on top 7.
You'll be on top 7.
Yeah, absolutely. The next is Weezy's guy.
Yeah, Weezy's guy.
Jared Goff.
Yeah.
He got shafted this year.
You think so?
For 4,000.
He had a tough end to the season. I think that's why he was still kind of had a bitter taste in everybody's mouth. But he definitely had a really good year. But I think the system that Sean McVay has for him, it makes it look very easy what Goff's doing.
That whole he's in his ear until he can't be in his ear anymore before the play snaps makes me look at him way different. Yeah, I'm just being honest.
Yeah, but he still got to throw the football.
Yeah, but if I'm telling you the answers to the test, all you gotta do is just don't mess it up.
That ain't true. Yeah. That ain't true, Jeff.
Because when Belichick was smart enough to complain about it in the Super Bowl, got it taken away. What happened?
Yeah, he looked a little different.
That was Super Bowl. First time, that was a big likes. Super Bowl.
His interception count spiked last year from 7 to 12. Okay. But so does his touchdowns. Went from 28 to 32. So he led one of the best offenses in football to the big game, just never got over the hump. Yeah. It's going to be hard to keep him off the top 7 if he maintains the years that he's having as of late, but just not better than these guys coming up. Sure. Last but not least, my guy Cam Newton. Listen, I think the disrespect shown towards Cam Newton it really pisses me off. I mean, he had 24 and 13. He had 500 rushing yards, 4 rushing touchdowns. He did that with no weapons other than Christian McCaffrey. Greg Olsen was hurt with the broken foot throughout the entire year. He came back, but he still wasn't 100%. Right. And his number 1 receiver is Devin Funchess. And he led the NFL in drops.
Think about that for a minute.
He led the NFL in drops. And his kicker missed the most extra points as a starting kicker in the NFL. So they didn't win games. In turn, they shut him down 2 games early, but played in 14 games, man. And I think Cam gets graded at a different way because Matthew Stafford got votes, and he had 21 and 11. And you know what I'm saying? So I think it's just a different thing when you're looking at Cam because he's so flamboyant.
Yeah, a lot of his Cam brings on himself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't think he brings on himself. People say he brings on himself because I think I told the story on the show before, but I didn't know people dislike Cam so much.
They do,
especially where we are in Nashville.
Yeah, no, for sure.
People hate him. Amazing.
Yeah, people hate him.
I did not understand it. Like this lady out of nowhere, we were talking about football season was coming up last year. She was like, "Yeah, as long as they don't play that Cam Newton." I was like, nobody even brought that up. Like nobody even brought him up. Like what was that about?
Yeah,
for sure. It's weird.
Yeah, it gets a little tricky. But Cam definitely, I wish he would have made this list. He made my list.
Yeah, of course.
At number 7.
Yeah.
But
he didn't make mine.
You just put him on there.
Yeah, he made my honorable mention for sure.
Not mine.
Yeah. All right. Let's unveil this list, man. Starting off with number 7, Phillip Rivers. 37 years old. Was not ranked last year. Now, I was thinking that Phillip Rivers is on the downside of his NFL career. Leading that Chargers team with a postseason victory they hadn't had in years. Led the NFL in picks in 2016 with 21, right? He's only threw a combined 22 picks in the last 2 years. So he's figuring it out at the best time in his life. 32 touchdowns, 68% completion rate. It was his best since 2013. So he's having a hell of a year in 2019. I think the thing is, I was worried about him bringing it into this year.
So many weapons.
Yeah.
So many weapons.
That's the question.
Yeah. So many weapons.
Yeah.
Throw the ball. Then, the Melvin Gordon situation, I'm pretty sure we'll touch on that
Oh,
later.
yeah, for sure.
Them getting that playoff win and then having to play in that division that only got better.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun to watch this year.
That's why he made my list at number 7.
Yeah.
Because of the playoff win.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers don't make the playoffs. Not always his fault, but he don't make the playoffs.
This last year was the first year we didn't see Phillip Rivers down by 8 with 2 minutes left. Every game. You know what I mean? That's usually how it works.
The defense finally showed up for him. He has a number 1 wide receiver in Keenan Allen. Has a great young wide receiver in Williams. He has a tight end coming back off a big injury, Hunter Henry this year. So I do feel as if, though, we saw the best of Phillip Rivers last year. I don't see him maintaining that type of year going into this year.
So he just got to maintain. I'm not maintaining that type of play, but he just got to not mess it up. That's pretty much what you're saying. Okay, cool.
For sure.
Number 6.
Number 6.
All right. Yeah. Moving on to Weezy's guy. He got paid him 2 times a year. Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
Bounce back year for the Colts.
Sure.
Young team. Running game looking good. Defense looking good. But Luck stayed upright for the most part of the year. Found his young receiving core that kept changing on him because due to injuries.
Yeah, for sure.
But he finally started to look like the guy that we thought he was going to be coming into the NFL.
Yeah,
like last year.
He'll be 30 years old in September, so you never really knew what Andrew Luck we were going to get after that mysterious shoulder injury. Now he's going to be held out this year because of a calf strain, because of the Kevin Durant effect with everything. But he won comeback player of the year last season and had a great year, man. 4,500, 39 touchdowns, 15 picks. You have Frank Wright, who I think is the best offensive-minded quarterback coach in the NFL. Even if you have, I know there's a guy by Andy Reid that's in KC, but you see what he had, how good he had Carson Wentz looking, and even when he went out, Foles looked good, and now he has Andrew Luck looking back like Andrew Luck, and then Cam gets stuck with Norv Turner, but I'm not even going to talk about that anymore.
Yeah,
Andrew Luck. to me, he should be higher on this list. That's just me, though.
I just don't think that you can put him in front of these 5 people. There's no way.
He threw more touchdowns than anybody on this list except Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, but he threw more picks than everybody on this list except for. No, he had the most picks in the top 7.
Okay, who was he throwing to?
T.Y. Hilton.
Hurt. T.Y. Hilton played. He was hurt.
I mean, he also had the kid. Rogers. Chester Rogers, too. I mean, I see what he's saying. His weapons are trash, but that also goes back to the point of having a really good offensive mind and coach.
And a solid
running game. And a really solid running game.
Yeah. Man, come on, guys. Andrew Luck, he's a quarterback.
No, listen.
He's a quarterback, Jay.
No, I just said
Andrew
he was
Luck
good. He was
came
good.
into the NFL as one of the most gifted quarterbacks we've ever seen. I get that. What I'm saying is there's not a lot that separates from him to people that did not make the list. And to say that he's having a better year than these 5 people that we're going to talk about in the second year, it's just not true.
Oh.
Yeah. He won't come back player of the year, though. You got to shout that out. Number 5, Russell Wilson, 30 years old. He was number 3 on the list last year. With Russell Wilson, I think he became one of the most underappreciated quarterbacks to one of the most appreciated by signing that $130 million extension. So 35 touchdowns, 7 picks. Man, come on, man.
Yeah.
At midnight. You did sign it at midnight. Yeah. Now, I think nobody's been doubted besides Cam Newton more than Russell Wilson. Everybody doubts Russell Wilson.
Right.
And he just shows up with way, way less talent.
You know, these 7 picks he threw, 3 of them were tips. So it's like, so it pretty much wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
3 of them were tips.
Yeah, man. So if you go from 2017, he had 34 touchdowns. 2018, he comes back with 35. Here's the thing: he only did that in 427 attempts. Dude, Pete Carroll has to get him to at least 600 attempts.
Well, my thing is with them, they want to run the ball, can't find a consistent running back.
Yep.
And he's running for his life back there a lot of those times. Like, they've got to find him some help with that line. And he lost Doug Baldwin.
Yeah.
I mean,
He lost Doug.
He got Tyler Lockett.
that's a specialty guy though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if he's your number one go-to guy in your receiver. I would love to have him on my team as a second option though. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But like, you're asking a lot of Russell Wilson, and he's gonna be asking a whole lot more of this year for him to be competitive in Seattle.
Yeah, but I think more than anything, if you give this guy 600 attempts, which he deserves, and feature him more, we're talking about an MVP caliber quarterback. I think what they need to do is trade for Melvin Gordon. Find a way to trade for him, and it'll be a different world. Or if they get him, I would try to find a way to do that. For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Because a lot of trades don't have the NFL like that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's an NBA move.
Yeah.
Let's move on to number 4. The walking GOAT. And shout out to the cameraman, his guy, Tom Brady. Perennial Super Bowl contender every year. MVP candidate every year. Didn't really look too good stat-wise in the Super Bowl. Nobody wants to talk about that. Yeah. But, hey, it's still Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And they're still bringing back that offense. Not without Josh Gordon, but running game's going to be solid to help him out, keep him upright another year.
Yeah, they got some pieces, too.
Yeah.
And he turns 42 in August. Yeah. He was number 1 on our list last year. If you look at Tom Brady, who I would say probably had one of his worst statistical seasons as a pro, he still completed 65% of his passes, 4,000 yards. After a super slow start, to turn it around and push this team to the actual playoffs, into a Super Bowl. Man, and you did that without Gronk. He missed like 5 games, like 4 games. Yeah. Then you miss whatchamacallit missed in the first part of the year?
Who we talking about?
A short guy.
Edelman.
Yeah, he missed the first 4 games.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, steroids, right?
Yeah, with steroids. Yeah. So
PD with the performance enhancement. Yeah.
So I think he might not be at his peak, like we're talking about. Yeah. But I don't think there's anyone could stand in the way of getting past him as far as being in this top 4. Yeah. Maybe. But who's behind him? Russell Wilson,
Andrew Luck.
As long as he's still playing, he's gonna be top 4 on this list.
Just smart. His intelligence, right? Yeah, kind of what happened. As long as the injury doesn't happen, like what brought Peyton down, because Peyton Mind would have kept him playing a couple more years if he wanted to.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Moving on to number 3, Drew Brees, 40 years old.
Sheesh.
Number 4 on our list last year. If you look at it, another great year for Drew Brees. He has Michael Thomas, who I think is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. I'm sure we'll talk about that next week. But if you look at him with 4,000 yards, 32 touchdowns, only 7 picks, dude, his completion percentage was 74%. He broke his own record. 74% of your passes?
Right. That's insane.
That's nuts.
Like,
he hadn't showed any sign of aging.
See, one thing about him is, we're talking about people that don't have any weapons. He has all the weapons.
He had all the weapons in the world.
Every year.
Yeah.
He has all the weapons. Well, ain't talking about Sean Payton.
We talking about he's always had one wide receiver, Marcus Colston, then that's transferred to Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
he ain't really had like he made Ted Ginn look good. Let's keep it a buck.
No, you can't forget he had Jimmy Graham all those years too.
Jimmy Graham at tight end. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, that's true too.
They went and got Dez to try to get him over the hump. And,
Yeah.
Remember he had Scrolls too
Yeah.
out the backfield.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just keep it a buck, man. Dude, those 2 losses in the playoffs in back-to-back years, they at least supposed to have one of those Super Bowls. At least one.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
right. I can see that.
It's
man.
definitely supposed to be in the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah. Nah, for sure.
I would have loved Brady and Breeze.
Yeah, that'd have been dope.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd have been
fun
dope.
to watch.
But I think he should break some more records this year and still maintain it. They got to get Michael Thomas in. They got to pay him, though.
Yeah.
They got to pay Michael
Yeah,
Thomas.
this shouldn't take long.
Yeah, that shouldn't take long.
It shouldn't
at
take
all.
long at all.
Because he
Yeah.
keeps Breeze young.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Michael
for
Thomas
sure.
top 5.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that. We got a whole show about that next week.
We shall do.
Yeah.
All right.
Jump the gun a little bit.
Just a tad. Let's move on to number 2.
Mhm.
Shout out to Animal Brown. Aaron Rodgers. The Packers, I don't know, but Aaron Rodgers had a decent season last year.
Yeah.
Still didn't have. He had my man Devontae Adams.
Mhm.
That brought him. He had a breakout season last year.
Sure.
We're gonna talk about him more next week.
Got a real good running back in Aaron Jones. Had Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
That's what I was going to say. With
Yeah.
that. He has the weapons around him now, and the defense got a little bit better in the offseason. I think this year we're going to see Aaron Rodgers come back to that MVP level that he always played at.
Man, I had Aaron Rodgers number 1 on my list.
Okay.
He's 35 years old. Number 2 last year. He had these last 2 seasons have been rough for him.
Yeah.
Very rough. You look and you lose your coach, Mike McCarthy. They clearly had a problem with each other. He threw 25 touchdowns, only 2 picks, all on a fractured leg.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it a buck about that.
Game
man.
1.
I think he comes back with a vengeance this year. I could see him throwing for 5,500, 45 touchdowns, like one of those years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really see him coming back to MVP form,
Yeah.
like having a point to prove.
I think physically, there's no quarterback better than Aaron Rodgers.
Talent wise, it's not.
Yeah.
But he's got
Somebody disagrees.
Right.
well, Super Bowl is it's a team thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But talent wise, it's not. But the only thing about Aaron Rodgers is he gets into it with all his coaches.
Yeah, he does.
Like if a coordinator call a play, he got to like, you know what, we're not gonna run this play.
Right.
That's what he does all the time. We're not gonna run this play. We're gonna
Yeah.
audible out this play and do my thing.
Peyton did that same thing, though.
Yeah, but they let Peyton do it. They let Peyton do it. They don't want him to do it, but he does anyways.
But Tom Brady came out and said once that he thinks that Aaron Rodgers could throw for 7,000 yards in the season if he had the benefits of Tom Brady's offensive weapons. and
For
system.
sure.
So, I don't know, man. But he got Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
Got Devontae Adams, who you mentioned, is top 5 talent. But I don't think that I worry about with him is just staying upright and just kind of figuring out a way to make the best out of not having a second wide receiver. Like he has a wide receiver, but his second wide receiver is scarce. So it's to be determined.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
He still wears a chin strap like Brett Favre
Yeah, he's a beast.
with no padding.
My guy. And number 1 on our list, Patrick Mahomes, 24 in September. Of course, he wasn't ranked last year because he was
Rookie.
Well,
it
second
was his
year.
first year star.
First year star.
Yeah. I think Mahomes had one of the best first year starters years in NFL history. It's probably arguably one of the best quarterback seasons in history.
That's what I was saying.
Here's the thing, though. There's a second season coming,
Oh, yeah.
and it's not going to look like that. And there's no way that I could put Aaron Rodgers behind this guy, but I got outvoted. So,
Yeah, I don't see how you couldn't.
yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, if you want to talk about a system, Andy Reid's got a system. He has a system.
Yeah, but
Every quarterback he's had, Mike Vick, all the way to Patrick Mahomes, Alex Smith, all look just like this.
And what about your boy? You didn't mention him.
Who?
McNabb.
McNabb.
Oh yeah, McNabb too. I mean, that goes without saying. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
McNabb.
But this guy's arm talent is one of the best. Jay.
It helps it out. Oh, you know,
I was about to
Andy
say,
Reid, he makes Andy Reid make him look good.
Okay.
Yeah, but
all
you-
right, all right. That's what as long as we say that. As long as we say that.
He's still playing him. He's playing him though. This dude throw no look passes and stuff. He playing him.
Yeah, no, for sure. I haven't seen anything like Patrick Mahomes, what he does. I just think that it's going to be different. They don't have Kareem Hunt this year. I guarantee that.
He's the player when you don't want young players to watch him play
Mm-hmm.
because he doesn't do it the way
Mhm.
you want to coach it. But
Yep.
he's so good at it. Like
Yeah,
it's
no, he's good.
crazy.
It's good. I definitely got outvoted on this one. I think everybody in the world thinks Pat Mahomes will have this. I think this year he'll have right around 32, 14 picks.
Well, you got to factor. We're going by the.
He gonna throw for 4,000.
We're going by the criteria.
I said 32 touchdowns. That's
32
what I mean,
touchdowns
13.
and 14 picks.
That's a shit ton of touchdowns, right?
No, it is. What I'm saying, Aaron Rodgers is going to have 40 and 6. 40 touchdowns, 6 picks. No, I ain't bad. But I believe in Aaron Rodgers. And I believe in Pat Mahomes.
But just not as much as Aaron Rodgers.
I agree with you that the tape is going to be out there.
the
The
tape
NFL is
gonna
going to, the defense is going to catch up to him.
Yeah.
That happens to all quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He's going to have a second act and evolve his game, add more to it. We know that. We just hope he can do it.
Sure.
To make this number one ranking look good.
Yeah, for sure. So that's our list. 7, Phillip Rivers. 6, Andrew Luck. 5, Russell Wilson. 4, Tom Brady. 3, Drew Brees. 2, Aaron Rodgers. And number 1, Patrick Mahomes. Anybody that we haven't talked about, you say who's going to have a great year this year?
I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston.
Jameis, I believe in
I'm gonna say
because
it.
BA is going to have him rolling.
I'm going to say
I
it.
agree with that. I like that.
You already know who I almost said.
Baker.
Mm-mm.
Who? Mariota?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Kyler
Murray.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah. My guys, I'm going with Baker. I think Freddie Kitchens, once he took over, we saw the best of Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
And he's going to have a great year.
I mean, he's got weapons
Oh, my
everywhere.
God. He's
Well,
going to have a great year.
anybody want to take a vote on LaShawn Jackson?
Deshaun Watson.
Lamar Jackson. I'm
Lamar
sorry.
Jackson.
Yeah,
we didn't
bye.
even mention Deshaun Watson either.
Yeah. I mean, he was on my list.
Yeah.
You think Lamar Jackson gonna be better or worse this year?
He'll be better.
He'll be better.
He'll be better.
He won't make top 7. But
Nah, he won't.
But he won't run the ball as much as he did.
No.
It actually gets to be a quarterback.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let's move on to the running backs. Now, running backs, they're kind of back. It's kind of cool. After a short time with the position, saw a decline in value. Runners are once again being looked at as franchise players. So what we have here, the list, the top 7 running backs going into the 2019-2020 season with the same criteria. Jeff, go through last year's rankings.
All right. At number 7, we had Shady McCoy. Number 6, Kareem Hunt. Number 5, Leonard Fournette. 4, Alvin Kamara. 3, Ezekiel Elliott. 2, Le'Veon Bell. 1, Todd Gurley.
All right. Let's go through our honorable mentions. First person, Dalvin Cook. Jeff's guy.
Yeah,
Injuries have derailed this kid. He just 10 starts last year. He had 920 total yards. I think 2019 is going to be a huge year for him. I think he's going to be great next year, man. But injuries have just slowed him down. ACL, and then last year, coming back not just 100%.
Yeah, but he got rolling towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Well, as the year went on, I think they're going to lean on him a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
With that offense. So shout out to him. Next, your man.
Yeah.
Monte Freeman.
Yeah.
He's a guy now.
He's the guy. He's number 1.
He's no question about it.
No question.
So let's see what he got.
He missed nearly the 2018 entire season. Comes back without Tevin Coleman, who's going to be great for my 49ers. I'm excited about him.
Super Bowl of bust, though.
Yeah, nah, they tripping. I don't even want to talk about that.
Super Bowl of bust.
It ain't even no stay low key firing.
Nah.
Shut the hell up. For sure. But yeah, getting Freeman back, man, that's going to be good. He's going to have not a breakout year. You already had that.
Right.
He's going to get back into Devontae Freeman that we know.
Top tier running back. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't believe in him.
You just don't believe in Sarkisian, or you just don't believe in
Sarkisian sucks too.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Ooh. Okay.
They got Dirk Cutter back, so that helped. That's how he looked.
That helps the
good.
quarterback.
Yeah, no, for sure. But it helped out Devontae Freeman. He was there when Devontae Freeman had that breakout year.
Yeah, for sure.
Last but not least, Le'Veon Bell.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing about Le'Veon. He set out an entire year. Yeah. So I think people are kind of weary of how he's going to look with the rust that comes along with setting out an entire year.
Yeah.
And the Jets have fielded only one 1,000-yard rusher in the past 6 seasons. So Adam Gase is a guy that's heavy with running. Yeah. And I think you add in Sam Darnold, gives him a little bit less pressure having a person like Le'Veon Bell behind him. So I think they'll be fine. I think Bell will have a solid year this year.
I still can't believe he went there.
Yeah, me neither.
This is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, talent is undeniable with Le'Veon.
Yeah.
Man. We'll see. I can't believe he didn't make this list, but he was on my list.
Well, I think a lot of people, I know I
50%.
Yeah, because of last year. And I,
sure.
it is what it is.
Yeah, for sure. It's people that actually played.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Let's kick it off, man. The 2019-2020 running backs list. Number 7.
All right, number 7, we got David Johnson.
Yeah.
since Weezy's boy gonna be Kyler Murray, David Johnson gonna have a year this year.
Ooh-wee.
He says he is. When you read from camp, he's saying he's going for a bounce back year. He's gonna have one of his best years receiving and running. Look, man, this kid special.
Yeah,
a special talent. Before the injuries, he's one of those guys, perennial 1,500 yard all together guy. He's going to be probably Kyler Murray's favorite target. Yeah. Keep it honest. Yeah. Larry's getting a little long in the tooth. Yeah. So we're going to see. But I believe in David Johnson this year.
It's probably
my second pick on fantasy.
It's a huge season for him, man.
Yeah.
The team needs him. Kyler Murray needs him. The O-line needs him. Larry Fitzgerald needs him. The entire world, the Arizona Cardinals, they just need him. And I think they just got to find creative ways to get him the ball in this offense, and I think they will. I could see him into being a top 5 MVP candidate.
Yeah,
if he gets back,
when he's healthy. He's top 5.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He's a player.
Just got to be healthy.
You just got to be healthy. Yeah. Number 6.
Speaking of got to be healthy.
Speaking of Todd Gurley turns 25 in August, man.
Gosh,
he was number 1 on our list last year. Now, arthritis issues kept Gurley from amassing his usual carries. Spent a little time late in the season. Obviously, his production dipped. But as far as talent, pedigree, track record, he's definitely a top 7 recipient. I just think the thing is, we worry about him is how he's going to be featured in this offense.
Let's be honest. If it wasn't for how the season ended last year, he'd be number 1 again. This year.
No, for sure.
People just afraid of what's going into this year with him. That's it. Like this is the guy. This is the perennial. This is the running. When you look at a running back, in the NFL, it's Todd Gurley when healthy. That's what you want to see.
Not just elite athleticism, speed. I think he'll find a way, and I think Sean McVay will find a way to get him back into a higher ranking on this list. Yeah. But the only thing that I worry about is the injuries. Yeah, it's 2 ACL injuries. There's arthritis in those knees. There's a reason. Yeah. Whenever there's smoke, there's fire.
That's the scary part.
And you know what I'm thinking? Well, they said they won't give him the ball as much. I don't think he'll go between the tackles as much, but I think he'll still get a lot of swing passes, a lot of screens.
Yeah.
But
to the outside.
That's cool. But what makes him so great is the swing passes and the stuff up the middle part.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So taking that away from him, I don't know if he becomes as much as still a threat as it without that.
Yeah. That makes Todd Gurley who Todd Gurley is. Yeah. Running between those tackles. That's tough, man.
That's tough. All right. So let's move on to a guy that's kind of Todd Gurley-esque. Melvin Gordon, the San Diego Chargers, currently on a holdout.
Yep.
I mean, his quarterback not helping him out by saying we're deep at the running back position. That's kind of rough, Phil.
He always did some slick stuff, man.
He's slick.
He is slick, man.
This is one of those guys that coming out when he was a rookie didn't really perform as well as you thought he was his rookie season, but turning around and now is like, to me, top 3 running backs in the league. Yeah. And I had him number 3. Like, he's cold.
Yeah, Melvin Gordon's cold. 26 years old. Wasn't ranked last year. Should have been ranked last year. Yeah. I think in 2018 things finally came together.
Yes, sir.
You put him using him a lot more at 1,300 total yards, 14 touchdowns. He was the reason that Phillip Rivers was in this top 7 is because of Melvin Gordon. And I think the thing is with him, he's going to hold out. I think this could get really nasty to the point where he's either traded or he sets out all the way until week 10.
Yeah.
And see, one thing about him, he gonna hold out on the wrong year though. Because this team is going to be really good this year. When Hunter Henry coming back, they ain't going to be able to put 8 in the box on him.
Yeah, I think this one's going to get ugly, man.
They ain't going to be able to put 8 in the box on him. Like, they got that wide receiver core and Phillip Rivers throwing the football.
Yeah.
So you think it's not going to help his cause holding out like this?
Same thing can happen to Le'Veon. It ain't going to help. He gonna end up being desperate and taking probably just about maybe less money to go to another team.
Yeah. But true dual, he's a dual threat.
Yeah.
The thing is, it sucks. This was his year in 2018. He's gonna have another great year this year, and you're setting out. You're getting behind the 8-ball, man. Yeah. Move on to number 4. Christian McCaffrey.
Yo, boy.
White Lightning.
It's your man.
It's my guy. 23 years old, and now heading into that 2019 year this year, he has a different goal. He said he wants to join the 1,000 rushing, 1,000 receiving yards club.
He bulked up a little bit too.
He said he didn't. He said he only gained 5 pounds. He said he shredded more. Put on more muscle.
Yeah, we seen pictures.
He just answered the question.
Well, he might not put on. He didn't put on weight. He just looks. It looks different.
He looks the script.
He looks. He definitely looks like it.
Yeah. Dude, he just he is the offense of the Carolina Panthers with Greg Olsen being injured. And
Okay.
you have DJ Moore, you have Curtis Samuels,
Yeah.
and you have DJ McCaffrey, dude. I mean Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to DJ McCaffrey.
DJ McCaffrey too. Yeah, his son
Yeah.
plays for Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just catching the ball out of the backfield, 187 receptions in 2 seasons, dog.
Yeah.
Come on,
That
man.
speed.
Yeah, he let this 7. I mean, this top 7 with the reception hit a 107.
Yeah. That
Crazy.
speed.
You know, White Lightning.
Yeah, that speed.
Telling you, I think he finished 2018 as the best pass catcher running back in the league,
Yeah.
and I think that there's nobody even close to him as far as a wide receiver coming out of the running back position.
At every level of football, the same thing matters. First one to the outside win.
And he's
Every
gonna
level
get
of
there.
football. If he get there,
Hey,
as long as nobody
nothing to talk about.
Hey, that speed, man.
Yeah.
You can't coach that.
yeah,
It-
I had Christian McCaffrey third on my list because
Not mad at that.
yeah, what you guys have?
I had him 6 on my list.
I had him here.
You had him here.
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
I can dig that.
All right, moving on to third.
Mm-hmm.
Alvin Kamara of the Saints.
Yeah.
Now this guy right here. This is why I had him over Chris McCaffrey.
Okay.
Just a simple fact. I think he, to me, is the best out of the backfield running back in the league.
Mm.
Just, with Ingram not being there anymore, it's his time to shine. Michael Thomas, with the receiver core they have and Drew Brees, dude's gonna have a hell of a year this year, man. Yeah.
Just 25 years old.
Yeah.
Mark Ingram is out of town, meaning Kamar is an unquestioned lead back.
Yeah.
Guy.
Super versatile.
Yeah.
He may not reach the end zone a bunch of times, but he is a part of the offense. He's a major part of the offense.
But that was because of, to me, that was because of Mark Ingram.
Yeah, that's true. Super elusive, man.
Yeah.
I think he leads. I know he does. He leads our NFL backs with at least 50 targets over the past 2 years. So, a very, very great, like a huge part of why Drew Brees is the quarterback that he is. Him and Michael Thomas. You add him along with that great defense, man.
Yeah.
Saints, man.
Yeah.
Saints. We'll talk
So-
about that.
And one thing with Kamara, you give him the ball like on first down, he get 2 yards.
Yeah.
You get to him again on second down, he get a first down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just keep you out of third and long.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, year 1 and 2, I think Alvin Kamara, he truly redefined the running back position, and it made it a point for people to get people like Christian McCaffrey's and Zeke Elliott and using people a lot more on swing passes at the running back
Because he doesn't look the part at all.
No.
He doesn't look the part. But
And then also showing you can be durable enough to be the main back
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Where you
no,
don't
for
need
sure.
the other guy, the quote unquote power back to take.
And
up
he
the other
leaves
guy. Yeah.
Alabama to go to UT. Just think if they had him alongside everybody else coming from that Alabama.
I'm glad he left. He went to the wrong school, but I'm glad he left.
Fair enough.
All right.
Number 2 on the list, Saquon Barkley, 22 years old. This is a true rookie last year.
True.
It only took 1 season for him to establish himself as one of the best running backs in the NFL. 2,000 yards from scrimmage, led the NFL, dog. The Giants will only go as far as Barkley takes them, which won't be very far because he's the only person that's available to play.
Right.
But at the same time, man, without Odell, he's the unquestioned face of the offense.
Right.
I hate it for this kid because he gonna see 10 in the box
Oh,
Forever.
He might see 20 in the box.
forever.
It's
They
gonna
might
feel
be
like
coaches, refs, whatever.
the whole field is against him this year
Yeah,
with
not-
their offense looking the way it is right now.
Not only is he the best running back on the team, he's the best wide receiver on the team too, man.
He's your best offensive player you got.
I think he goes 1,500 yards rushing, 1,000 receiving, man. I really do.
I mean, Budge, think
Really?
he
Yeah.
caught 91 passes last year
Yeah, he did.
as a rookie.
Yeah. I can see the 1,500 rush. I can definitely see that. I don't have a problem with that at all.
Can
That
you-
guy.
Because they had to look for Odell. They don't have to look for Odell anymore.
Mm-mm.
And then they don't have for the first 4 games
Right.
with Tate.
Taste down.
Coleman's gone.
Coleman's gone.
Who are they going?
Sterling Shepard. I don't know, man. I hate that for them, man. They may make a trade. For
We're gonna
sure.
have Brandon Marshall and workouts in a minute.
Yeah.
it's that bad it's getting.
That's crazy.
All right, let's move on to number 1.
Number 1.
Shout out to Spike Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can't argue this one. Other than Todd Gurley, to me, this is the best back in the league, hands
Ain't no
down.
question. Yeah.
Every day, he proved it. Those games he missed for Dallas when Dallas was trying to make the playoffs and had to push, and Zeke wasn't there. It showed.
Yeah.
It showed.
Yeah.
This is your best player. This is your workhorse. This is the guy that's gonna be there every week. One person cannot tackle dude.
Nope.
Yeah. anything you want to say about a running back, all the cliches is him.
Yeah.
Just keep the off the field stuff in check. You're gonna be
That's
all
it.
right.
That's the only thing.
That's it.
He is the identity of the Dallas Cowboys. He's led the NFL in rushing in 2 of the past 3 seasons. And I was telling Weezy in pre-production, he would have won 3 straight rushing titles if it wasn't for that suspension.
Right.
Dude, that's nuts.
My question on him is, I ain't got no problem. He's great on list number 1. I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he holding out this year?
Why not?
I don't know.
You should have held out this rookie
Yeah.
year.
Nah.
You're a running back. Hold out. Soon as you overachieve as a running back, hold out.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna get paid.
But they paid him last year.
So pay me again.
No, they ain't paying him last
No,
year.
they ain't paying him. They ain't paying him
He's
yet.
still on his rookie contract.
Oh,
Yeah,
He should have held out after his rookie year.
Yeah. Dude. League's best. And it ain't even close. With that offensive line,
Yeah.
and now they don't have that stupid offensive coordinator. They got Kellen Moore. Now he's going to be used the right way, man. Scott Linehan was trash.
Okay.
He was terrible. He made bad decisions. He got Dez out of the NFL a year too early because of the stuff that he was doing. Just a bad play caller.
Mm-hmm.
But if Zeke continues to have these off the field problems because he was brought into the principal's office this
Again.
summer.
Yeah.
So that's the unquestioned reason as to why the Cowboys are hesitant to pay him big bucks is
Right.
because of his off the field issues. That's the reason why. And you look at it, Zeke is everything like you said, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect to Barkley or
Nobody.
Kamara, Le'Veon, McCaffrey, Gurley. They are not Ezekiel Elliott. No way.
No question.
Yeah. But I like Kellen Moore. Remember Kellen Moore was the quarterback from Boise State? He's the OC.
He played. He was back. It was back up at the Cowboys.
Yeah,
True,
he was.
true.
Yeah, Jerry keeps it. And this
Keeps it
is the
in-house.
thing. He keeps it in-house. And I remember Emmitt Smith held out. And they lost those first 2 games.
Yeah.
And they it was like, pay him. Just pay him whatever the hell he wants to get paid. Jerry Jones' son is doing this negotiation. And there's going to be a way that Jerry Jones comes in, saves the day, wears the white coat, and brings back the best running back in the NFL, for sure.
Yeah.
Number 1, let's go through the list. Number 1, Ezekiel Elliott. Number 2, Saquon Barkley. Number 3, Alvin Kamara. Number 4, Christian McCaffrey. Number 5, Melvin Gordon. Number 6, Todd Gurley. And number 7, David Johnson. Is there anybody on the list that we did not talk about that you guys think will have a great year in 2019, 2020?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. I like that.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Derrick
I
Henry.
got Aaron Jones, Green Bay.
Solid.
With the year that Aaron Rodgers is going to have.
Yeah.
This kid is going to be a number 1 style running back. And I think also Tariq Cohen, my guy from the Chicago Bears, will have a great year too.
It's on him.
It's on him.
Yeah. He got rid of Jordan Howard.
Yeah.
And Phillip Lindsay, Denver.
Yeah, he's going to have a good year too. He's
Yeah.
going to have a quarterback though.
And my man's in Detroit. Just might. I forgot his name. Crap. Never mind. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from Georgia.
yeah, for sure. All right, man. But that is the NFL Top 7 series, quarterbacks and running backs.
Yeah.
Next week, we need you guys to send in those lists. We got the wide receivers and the tight ends.
Yeah.
So, that's going to be.
That's probably rough. The wide receiver's going to be rough.
Ooh, it's going to be a knockdown, drag out.
I wish you can do 10.
Yeah,
we
7
can't.
makes it
It's-
rough. That's
yeah.
how I felt with the quarterback.
It's legit
7 makes
10.
it rough.
It's legit 10
legit.
wide receivers.
7 to 12 really top tier wide receivers.
Yeah.
It's tough.
All right. Move on to our new segment of the show.
For sure.
How did you and when did you fall in love with sports?
It was 1992, Jeff.
Okay.
From an unlikely team,
Okay.
the Duke Blue Devils. Versus Kentucky. Yeah, man. 2.1 seconds left. Grant Hill famously unguarded on the inbounds pass threw the ball into the court.
Yep.
Christian Laettner, who I believe is top 2 or 3 college basketball players of all time.
Easy.
He like easy.
Easy.
Number 1 in his positions.
College.
Close.
Yeah, college.
But college,
yeah.
he was a beast. Anyway, hits the shot. Kentucky loses 104-103. Laettner did miss a shot the entire game, 31 points. Chose North Carolina as my team, but this moment opened my eyes to how great sports is. So that was it, man.
You see that play no matter what year it is.
No, man.
No matter
Stop and watch.
Yeah. Like it always
Yeah.
seems that highlights seem to come up every year when college
sure,
basketball
man.
starts.
Huge moment, man,
Yeah.
in sports. Something I'll never forget, man. That was the moment that I knew that sports were going to be a major part of my life.
That's dope.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, so make sure y'all, write us in with that. Email us, hit us up on Instagram, Twitter. Let us know what made you fall in love with sports.
Sure,
All
man.
right.
Well, that's another show in the books, fellas. Top 7 style. Cameraman, what we looking like on time?
Good timing. Good timing. That's good timing, my brother. Anybody got anything else before we get out of here?
Nah, man, I'm good. Slap football shit, man. I'm ready to roll.
Yeah.
Is it basketball season yet?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Close. Close. It's damn near close.
They be doing USA workouts.
Yeah.
Soon, right?
They're gonna be playing World Championships.
I don't know who.
When?
That's why nobody's playing, because you only get a week between that and training camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why nobody's playing. Bam Adebayo is playing.
Yeah. I'm not watching.
Yeah, sure.
I'd rather watch Summer League.
I'm watching.
Summer League, I mean.
I'm watching, sure. Tweet us with questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
That the revolution will be podcasted. Weezy.
Everything paid for, baby.
Jeff.
Camera's always on, brother.
The revolution will be podcasted, and we are out.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.